For Wall Street Media, I'm Mike, I'm here with Doug, and we'll help you make money in the stock market with information you can't find anywhere else.
Good afternoon, my friend.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, healthy viewers out there.
Absolutely. What's going on?
It's ugly. Is it freezing outside? It's freezing in the market. Down, we're going to hit 8,000. Next stop, 7,000. For those of you who are on for the ride, that's Dow 7,000.
And the earnings season is just beginning.
Yes, it is. But as usual with earnings season, Microsoft came out and the revenues actually went up a little bit, and Microsoft's getting slammed. Apple came out and they just trimmed $600 million from their current quarter, which was already a reduced one, and they're up quite a bit. So
you mentioned regarding Microsoft, it's the first time they're letting go of people,
Yes,
right?
they are. They're letting go of 5,000 people. I did send in a few names. I haven't received email confirmation of that, Greg. Steve, I'd appreciate it if you followed through.
Want to give out his email address, maybe?
Yes. We have a Treasury Secretary who doesn't pay taxes.
Yes, I noticed. I read that.
He was confirmed this afternoon. He will be in charge of the Internal Revenue Service. He did not, however, manage to pay his own taxes.
What was it, $50,000 or something?
Well, when they caught him on the first 35 or whatever thousand it was, right? And then, so when they caught him, he paid that years later. And then he didn't pay the years before that, which were the same exact thing, in which he knew he didn't pay, until 2 days before the new president, I can't bear to say his name,
gives me a real warm and fuzzy feeling that he is the head now.
Yeah, that's not exactly the change I was hoping for. All those change bumper stickers I hope you've thrown in the trash quickly. And more good news today. Am I in black? Is this black or blue? I can't really tell. I should be in all black today with like the death cape over my head. Fortune named AFLAC, one of the top 100 places to work. Their stock is down 34% today.
What happened?
Morgan Stanley said they may have capital concerns. So I hope that they are one of the top places to work, because you're going to need to work there for the next 100 years or so until your options and your 401k go back up.
Nice.
Yeah, well done, Fortune. We'd like you to keep going with that. Perhaps Merrill Lynch you could name next. Speaking of Merrill Lynch, John Thain resigned from Bank of America this afternoon. My buddy Todd Sullivan, who's a bit of a Weisenheimer, and is a silly fellow that likes the Red Sox, was talking about it earlier this morning. He said Thain had spent $1.3 million to redo his office at Bank of America.
Oh, okay, nice.
$35,000 on a toilet and $1,400 for a garbage can. I thought perhaps, he was using Merrill's common stock as toilet paper, which would have been cheaper, although he wasn't looking to cut costs. Or perhaps he spent all that money on the toilet and the garbage can because, that's where Bank of America was going.
That's amazing. Do you think that's like government, where they actually don't spend that much on toilet seats and it's going somewhere else?
No, I think the Pentagon does do that, right? But yeah, no, I think there's actually a $35,000 toilet sitting in his former office. I was glad to see that they flushed him. I wish they'd flush Ken Lewis next. Really horrible stuff, man. Kunal, my buddy Kunal, on StockTwits.com, is adding to his APWR, which are the engineer for power and stuff in China. There's not too much else out there. I was very happy.
Isn't now the time to short?
Luckily, I have a German with me. I'm going to need you to get on the phone with me. We're going to call Deutsche Bank and congratulate them on their outstanding performance yesterday.
Yeah, they're not taking my call.
Then I'll call, and you can just translate. Do you know how to say this in German?
Yes.
Okay, you can't say that on the show. Right. This is what we're going to do, is I'm going to call them and tell them what incompetence they are. Bought DXO, which is an oil ETF, and it's supposed to track 200% the changes in oil. USO is run by someone else, someone much more competent than Deutsche Bank, and is also an oil ETF, and that's supposed to track 1 times. Yesterday, oil went up quite a bit. I was very heavily in DXO, and I was very gleeful to see the oil headlines, and it's up to 43 and stuff, right? And USO was up 8%, so DXO is supposed to be twice that.
60.
What was DXO up? 2%.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Nicht sehr gut, my friends at Deutsche Bank running DXO. Nicht sehr good. Do you understand American? You did a really
probably more
crappy
cautious.
job.
They're more cautious.
It's not supposed to be cautious. It's an ETF. They're just supposed to administer so the results are 2 times oil. Mm-hmm. And they fairly well screwed me out of by 16 times, right? The 4 times it didn't match USO, and then the double, right, of a return yesterday. Hats off, guys. A little less on the bratwurst, a little more on trying to get it to actually do what you advertise it will do.
Oh, well, at least you still made a profit.
Yeah, 2% instead of 16 times.
Well, see, it could have gone down 2%.
I'm not happy. They're supposed to be delivering what they say they'll deliver, and there's quite a bit of controversy with this right now. There's a situation in oil right now that's called contango, and it's a rare one where oil futures, generally oil is more expensive, right? But it's actually cheaper over time now because people think that
the world is going to end. Or?
Right, and it should be the opposite of that, right? But investors, like I was telling you about some more Germans, Kleinwort, right, have the super tanker with 2 million barrels sitting in the Gulf of Mexico, right? And there's a couple others that do as well. People think oil's going to go up, but it's not trading in the futures market like it's going to. And
if oil is going up more, that's even worse for the economy, right? I mean, everyone is already concerned about money, savings. Now if they have to spend more for oil, it's going to be terrible.
Well, I'll tell you what, it didn't concern any of the people that flew in the 600 private jets for the inauguration the other day. I guess they all had Greenpeace hats on or something, so they weren't too worried about burning oil. Hopefully they're out there quite a bit more.
All right, well, that's all we have. Do you have more?
Well, only one other thing. Soren from StockTwits announced that he's going to be spending $1.2 million of his investors' money redecorating the StockTwits office. That's also gotten a strong thumbs down. Howard is on a plane right now, or else you could hear him squealing at 35,000 feet somewhere.
Nice. Okay, that's all we have. We are here every day at Wall Street Media. You can find us directly at wsmco.com. Thanks.